Всех приветствую, с вами Декстер. И это заключительный стрим по игре Edna Harvey New Year's. Сейчас я смотрю, что все хорошо, и мы начинаем. Так, возможно, только стоит немножко поиграть со звуком, но я думаю, это будет хуже. Ладно, начинаем. На чем мы остановились? Вспомнил. Давайте поговорим с каждым.
Hello, Lily Grim. Did you come here to humiliate me? You're too late. The universe beat you to it.
Покажи, как ты жонглируешь. Шут.
Yes, it doesn't just look like it. I am actually juggling only one ball. And I know how ridiculous that must seem. My character sheet said that I, the comical Snipple, have the marvelous ability to juggle 55 balls at once. But as much as I would have liked to imagine what such a thing would look like, the mysterious traveler thought I should just juggle one ball instead, because it's much more contemplative. And as long as my shame or boredom doesn't cause me to spontaneously combust, then I'll stick to that. If you have a better suggestion.
55 шаров. О, хорошая идея.
You think I should try it without any balls? Bravo. You found the only way to increase my boredom even more. On the other hand, if I juggle without a ball, I might be able to take a quick nap. No one seems to object to sleeping around here.
Твою же ж. Ну, возьмем шар, чё. Драгелот.
Hello, Lily Grim. You're still up? You should get some rest. I'll keep guard and make sure the fire doesn't go. Don't look so grim. Your thirst for action is honorable. But the mysterious traveler is right. Strength lies in tranquility.
Lilligrim felt like screaming at the brave Sir Drogalot. She hadn't traveled all the way to Goblin Gorge Justice, but something kept her from losing her temper. Fuming, she turned away from her companion. Her eyes fell on the quiet traveler who had listened to the entire conversation. Was that a smile she saw beneath the hood?
Атака.
I know what you want to say. You're here to fight, not to sleep, right? Maybe tonight we should.
Давайте.
Remain calm and gather our strength.
Это кролик же.
Wanted to say, right?
The traveler is right. Acting in haste is never a good idea.
О, гоблины.
Don't worry, I'm sure the goblins won't attack us tonight. They're guarding their reservoir dam in the gorge. But I do wonder what their plans are, damming up the Pink River and flooding the Valley of Unpleasant Memories. Why? It's all very mysterious. Are you worried about the fire? Usually, I'd agree with you. Those few logs are certainly not enough to keep the fire burning through the night. Plus, the best things always happen to you when you go into the forest looking for firewood. You find treasure maps, fall into enchanted wells, or meet merchants with magical amulets. Maybe I should.
Relax a little and call it a day. That's what you wanted to say, right?
The traveler is right. There doesn't always have to be an adventure, and the night is pretty warm. I'll wait up to put the last log on the fire. Then I'll turn in too.
А если спать нажму?
Are you as tired as I am?
У него глаза, что ли, уменьшаются? Даже интересно, что будет в итоге. Все. Уснул. Ладно. Петругула.
Don't startle me like that. Can't you see I'm watching the kettle?
Атака.
The goblins are keeping quiet. Maybe too quiet. What could the goblins be planning? Why did they submerge one of the kingdom's greatest memorials underwater? Something similar happened to me once. But that was an accident. But I don't really think that the Royal Loo can be considered a memorial.
Котел. Зачем он вообще нужен?
If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm brewing a diabolical magic potion, of course. Well, it's actually a calming tea. I really wanted to conjure some coffee demons, but they don't let you get any sleep. And we do need our strength for the battle. Now I have to watch the kettle before it starts to whistle. The traveler has such sensitive ears.
Окей.
Don't you want to sleep? I wonder why. Because I'm really exhausted. Oh, if you're staying up anyway, do you think you could watch the kettle?
Конечно.
Oh, great. Then I can finally get some sleep. As you know, we need our strength for...
А зачем мы их усыпляем? Путник.
But, what's got you so worked up? Let me guess. You spoke to the Goblin King, and now you're furious because there's not going to
Да
be a
вообще в
battle.
ужасе.
Aren't you happy that I found a peaceful alternative to fighting? Yeah, but what are you going to do about it? I've already got your friends wrapped around my little finger. And as long as everyone stays calm, that's how it's going to stay. Just face it, I've got it all under control. And as you know, throwing a temper tantrum is just bad behavior. So be a good little barbarian warrioress and take a nap.
Нет. Костер.
You try putting the logs on the fire. Roll for sneak and hide, so Sadrugalot doesn't wake up. Done! The logs were in the fire. But the pressure in the cauldron still wasn't enough for something to happen.
Мне нужно закрыть этот дымоход. О,
Good!
дымоход, блин.
The ball was stuck.
But child, what are you doing?
Пожар.
This noise can't possibly be good for the group harmony. Without wanting to rush you, maybe now is the time for controlled, well-considered action. If you proceed with the required calm, I'm sure you'll be able to defuse the situation before there's a disaster. I really must insist you stop making that sound.
Не, прости, но нет.
Can't you
Не,
see
не, не, не,
that
не.
you're threatening to destroy the idyllic calm?
О, взорвалось.
But that's to
Война.
arms! They've declared war on us! Sound the horn!
Во, все, началась война.
That sound. I have to keep calm. No. Enough. I can't take it anymore. This noise is driving me crazy. I'm losing control. To arms.
Что? Почему?
Finally, the fun part of the role-playing game began. The group stormed the battlefield with no restraint. They were led by Lilligren, who furiously swung her berserker sword in circles. And as the dice rolled in the institution, so did the heads of goblins in Hoth Modagor. It seems it is a good idea to occasionally vent your rage. It was a short battle. The goblins were powerless against the fury unleashed by the group. The plans of the Goblin King were thwarted.
Lilligrim found the defeated monarch cowering beneath one of the support beams of the dam.
Lily. Poor, foolish Lily. That was a terrible mistake.
Ой, да нет.
Lilligrim was still wondering what he meant when she heard an ominous crack above her.
Это чё её смыло? Чем?
When the pink floods had subsided, our heroes were faced with an incredible sight. The Valley of Unpleasant Memories.
Will you look at that?
I have to admit, I'm really blown away.
Жутко.
We shouldn't be here.
Ha! You've always been quite the comedian, Snippo.
No, I mean it. This valley is cursed. I heard that. Wait a second. Lily?
What's wrong with her?
Ага. Весело.
Do we get XPs now?
Охренеть.
Had seen the truth. I'm sure you can imagine how she felt at that moment. You can't? Oh well. Who knows what really goes on in the mind of a little girl?
Её стошнило.
Right, little girl. Little girl. Hello. Are you okay? I was worried, you know? Brr. Am I crazy, or did it just get colder in here?
А. Так. Окей. Зачем мне Харви? Ну, давайте зайдем в альтернативный мир. Окей, здесь потоп, здесь проход. Стрела. Туда прохода нет. Курица уже, как я понял, она неактивная. Замок. Типа, хотите сказать, что это отмычка или ключ?
The door was firmly locked. What a shame.
Мы в игре.
Lily just didn't have the skills.
Ясно. Идем прокачиваться, значит. Мы же перед тем, как убежали, услышали, что теперь мы получим очки или нет. Тудун, тун, туду, туду. О, ну здорово.
It's so depressing. I'm supposed to award experience points to improve a talent. Expressive dance, making music, lockpicking. I don't actually want to be able to do any of those things. Isn't there a talent such as accepting one's fate? Or assigning experience points without experiencing an existential crisis?
Типа мы сейчас получим
Made Lily furious. Couldn't the notorious whiner
навык
make even the
взлома
most
или
basic
чё?
decisions? Lily would have liked to smack him across the face, but something held her back.
Окей.
You're certainly a brave warrioress. All of Hoth Motigor is in your debt. You're certain.
Ой. А я хочу это прокачаться.
You really have to play with
Druggle jug?
I'm supposed to express. Aren't there any?
Peters did it. Lily. What?
That's not very helpful. Will you please let me distribute my experience points in peace? So I.
Ну это тупо, конечно, ну а если попробовать с помощью иголки внутрь? Острые предметы, да?
But water,
Don't you? You must just see your.
Ту-ду-ду-ду-ду-дун.
Lily decided to pick the lock. And yet again, Lily proved her. What? Lily just didn't.
Ладно. Ну серьезно, из всех, кто говорил про талант взлома, только Питер
I'm
был.
supposed to expressive. Aren't there?
Peters, Lily. What?
Ну попробуйте ему дать.
It seems to me ye haven't played roleplay.
It's really all you need are dance
A lack of sense of.
and loads of
Struggle jug.
Oh yes, and pizza of course. Thanks, Droggy.
Это ясно, что мне нужно попасть обратно.
La la, I'm knitting for the doctor. It will do me. I'm knitting.
Жутко.
I'm.
Ох. Ну, мне надо как-то Харви взять. Ну, я не знаю, попробовать обратно в мир снов.
What? Lily? What? Lily? Lily had.
Лили его сломала, блин. Ну, блин, а может и правда еще чем-то есть? Нет. Ну, блин, это фигово.
The door was firmly.
Ну, я не знаю, типа... Этот чел говорит про... Как он называется? Про... свои навыки.
Perhaps Lily just. Perhaps Lily. Perhaps Lily just.
А, ну в комнате наблюдения делать нечего. Ну, Питер.
I'm supposed to express. Aren't there?
Peter's dithering. Lily. What? Some.
Just try them. There's no.
Just ask Pete.
Чего?
Just try them
Можешь-
according to your mood. There's no additional XP.
Just ask Peter. He's got some left over.
Питер,
I'm supposed
мне
to
нужен
express.
твой
Aren't there?
опыт.
Peter's Lily. What?
Ну, блин.
That's not very helpful. Will you please let me distribute my experience points in peace?
Ну, блин.
You're so. Oh, you're so.
Ох. Я не знаю даже, что можно придумать. А, может быть, надо это? Со злостью с ним поговорить. Ее же что-то сдерживало. О, зубы выбило.
Oh.
Как?
You're right. I'll just increase pick locks, and that's it.
Она просто со всей дури, походу, ударила, что же зуб
There.
вылетел.
Why don't you just hold on to the character sheet? I don't want anything to do with it anymore.
Просто ударили его, значит. И все. С такой силой еще, видимо, что же зубы повылетали.
The door.
Вуги, блин. Теперь у нас есть навык взлома, да?
It sounded crazy, but she now actually had the skill to pick locks. Done. The gate was, she wondered if...
А почему мы в обычный мир возвращаемся? Потому что мы и в этом мире взломали дверь.
It was true. She'd opened the real gate during her trance. The path to the asylum's tower was now free. Somewhere in the dark uncertainty, there she would find her... Without really thinking about it, Lily took this. If she was going to enter Dr. Marcel's realm, she didn't like she usually did.
Ух ты. Камера
The
Эдны.
door was firmly locked.
Окей, тут спуск. Портрет. Табличка «Не беспокоить».
The door was firmly locked.
Крючок, окно, кладовая. О, призрак, фантом.
Leave me alone. I'm a hopeless case. Father was right. Yes, you heard correctly. I'm Reuben, Dr. Marcel's secret second son, Alfred's older brother.
Lily didn't know
Да
who
вообще как-то
Alfred
плевать.
was, but she still thought it was appropriate to catch her breath in shock.
We were supposed to have the perfect upbringing. Pops thought traditional methods were inadequate. That's why he began developing his own, while Alfred responded to his practices. I developed conspicuous behavior. I was a failed experiment. Pops was so disappointed that he kept me in the asylum cellar, hidden from the outside world. Alfred, on the other hand, was presented as a shining example of his parenting methods. I never had a chance to make him proud of me. Since Alfred died, everything just got worse. I'm invisible to him. A ghost, a bad dream. The strange circumstances surrounding Alfred's death showed him that childishness is a disease that needs to be eradicated. I should have died back then. If I could only see my brother one more time. I never got to say goodbye to him.
Окей. Ага. Еще один крючок. Окей, зеркало. Шар. Термиты.
How awkward. Lily had destroyed the termite farm.
Вешалка, просто посмотреть. Коробка.
Somebody had left their lunchbox. That would never happen to Lily. She didn't have a lunchbox.
Блинчик. Я не знаю. Но я предполагаю, что это можно повесить.
Hanging up the portrait of the ugly boy there would certainly be spooky. But something was missing.
Зеркало. А зачем? На вешалку.
On top of the clothes rack, the bowling ball looked like a skull. But something was missing. Lily
Ну,
shuddered.
конечно.
Suddenly there was a ghost in the storeroom.
What's that? A ghost? Hey, listen here. If anybody's gonna do any haunting here, it's me. Beat it. If you see Alfred, tell him to haunt round this way sometime. I never got to say goodbye to him.
Ладно. Попробовать повесить его. Но зачем? Еще можно ли? Ой.
Noteworthy, the termites scarfed all the pancakes and ate a hole through the door in the process.
Зеркало, я не знаю.
Lily understood the principle of locks and keys, even if it sometimes appeared otherwise.
Я же вроде все нормально. А зачем? Ну, типа, вот призрак светится. Типа, это сюда?
What's that?
Что?
A
Как?
ghost? Hey, listen here. If anyone's gonna be haunting around here, then
Я не уверен, что это так работает.
Alfred, it's really you.
Я не уверен, что вообще такое
can't
есть.
believe it.
Что оно так должно работать.
I never got to say goodbye. And I have so much I still want to tell you. Where to begin? Oh, yeah. I know. You lousy, dirty toad. Because of you, I've lived my whole life in a stinking sewer. Just you wait.
Он сейчас душит вешалку. А, ключи, кстати.
You
Фантом.
disgusting, slimy toad. If you weren't dead already, I'd wring your neck now.
Lily thought it was best not to disturb the phantom. It should take all the time it needs to say goodbye to its brother.
А я могу это картину это забрать, обломать его. Ладно. Я не знаю, смогу ли я внутри сохраниться. Потому что, как мне известно, в этой игре несколько концовок. Но я лучше вот тут сейв сделаю на всякий случай. Ай, блин. Открыть?
Lily! Oh, thank
О,
goodness.
жутко.
We were so worried that they had gotten you
А это
too.
кто?
The doctor has completely lost his mind. He wants to turn us all into mindless puppets. Just look at what he's done to Mother Superior.
Oh,
Это мать-настоятельница?
nice to see
А чё-то она
you.
как-то
But what are you doing
постарела,
here in the
посинела
middle of
по...
the night? Did the other students make you do this? They are such naughty children. You, on the other hand, were always so good. So good. I'm sorry that I was always so strict with you. But now, thanks to Dr. Marcel, I'm a good child too. Come, Lily. Sit down. You can help me embroider the dolls for the doctor.
Just ignore her. Please concentrate on finding a way to get us out of here. We have to split before the doctor...
Пока доктор не придет.
I finally caught you. I was hoping you'd show up here. I can use all the help I can get to speed up production of my hypnosis dolls. Soon, I'll be delivering them across the entire world. And then, naughty children will become the stuff of fairy tales. Once I've subjected you to my improved hypnotherapy, nothing can stop me.
Окей. Кукла Харви.
Not contradict the dolls. You must not lie.
Ой, короче, ясно. Иголка. Но иголка это остро, поэтому... А зачем? Мусорка? Город?
You have to get us free, Lily. I think Mother Superior has a knife to cut the threads. Unfortunately, she can't use it while she's hypnotized. If only we could somehow get her out of...
I'm so happy to... I'd give you a hug, but... Oh well. This wool version of an H.R. Geiger nightmare is sort of restricted.
Can we postpone this touching reunion scene until later? First, we need a plan for how to get down.
Your mama needs a plan.
My mother has a plan. For example, to convey me a sense of reality. What's your mother's plan? Oh, I forgot. You no longer...
Oh, that's mean.
Да, вообще что-то жестко.
What? Oh, Lily is right. We should concentrate on getting out of here.
I agreed. Twit.
Согласен. Так. Ох-хо-хо. Почему мусорка вообще подсвечивалась? Давайте с ней поговорим, может, что-нибудь тебе надаст.
sit down. You can help me embroider the dolls for the doctor.
Какая же она
We are
стрёмная.
good little children. So good.
It appeared that Mother Superior was under the influence of Dr. Marcel's hypnosis.
Так.
That means she wouldn't be much help. Lily caught herself wishing the old strict Mother Superior was back.
Попробовать на ней Харви? Ага. Воги. Как стрёмно. Боже мой. Ох, ё-моё.
Intruder alarm. Intruder detected.
Lily, what are you doing here? This is my trance.
What's that supposed to be? A challenge to a fight?
Defense measures initiated. Demons in defensive positions. I'm expecting a fair fight. Stick to the rules.
Oh dear. Where had Lily ended up now? It looked as if she would have to use all the skills she had won back to...
Ага. А я как будто помню, что делает. Ну, допустим. Комбо. Шквал огня наносит урон по 5 врагам. В состоянии опьянения Харви может сделать 3 хода за раунд. Магия. Мотивирует Харви сделать еще один ход, позволяет Харви атаковать один раз. Давайте комбо. Поэтому... В смысле?
You must not lose control, and you must never follow your own wishes.
But...
Ой, да идите к черту.
Me in my own trance.
Я вышел из транса, серьезно?
That was unfair. Lily would have won. How was she ever supposed to break down...
Ага. То есть... Ну, это как-то странно, честное слово.
Lily hesitated. Usually she waited until Mother Superior was gone before she rummaged through the garbage. But Lily was running out of options. But what was that? Were they... eyes?
Глаза. Старые глаза Харви. Вы мне предлагаете пришить их?
Perfect. Lily now had a needle and thread. Lily had an idea. She knew she couldn't sew very well, but maybe it was good enough to give Harvey back his old eyes. However, something was missing to implement this plan.
Вот так.
Lily had and she knew, but maybe it was she made her first stitch.
Как-то это очень... Ну... Как-то очень будет... Меня напрягает. Ну, давайте попробуем. Давайте.
What are you doing? Stop that. You're hurting me. You must not use sharp objects. You have to scratch my fuzzy butt. I'm back! I can hardly believe it. I'm my old self.
Harvey? Is it really you?
And there's Edna. Come on, go, go, go. Let's set fire to something and fly to the moon. And fly to the moon. Just so we can eat it up. Go for it, Lily. What are you waiting for? Let's tear this joint apart. Yippee!
Could Lily help Mother Superior overcome her mental blocks this way? Shaking, she pulled the string.
What cookie.
Hey, Lily, you're here too. Cool. What's that? Some kind of fight?
Less talking, more fighting. You're giving up? As ex. Yippee! No, it can't be, you damn rabbit. You were supposed to make sure she would stick to the rules. She can't just do whatever she wants.
Of course. Riot!
But we need rules. Otherwise...
Mother Superior's behavioral blocks had been removed. Had Lily made a mistake? Was Mother Superior once again as strict and vindictive as before? But even as Lily thought about such things, Mother Superior started weeping uncontrollably.
Thank you, Lily. I'd completely forgotten what it's like to be a child. All the unfair rules. All the restrictions.
Mother Superior. How could Lily take the knife from her while she was...
Oh, isn't that cute? Do you think I could hold it?
But Lily, what are you up to? Do you really want to give me to Mother Superior? I mean, she could do with a bit of pizzazz in her life, from the looks of it. But I thought the two of us are friends. We could try so many things. Come on, let's light a few things on fire. Or talk with Edna. Or build something crazy out of different stuff. Or... Do you really want to give me to Mother Superior?
Uh-huh. Really?
Really?
Uh-huh. Oh, Lily. How can I ever make this up to you? I'm sure you want something to make up for it, don't you? Unfortunately, this knife is all I have. Do you think it would be enough? Uh-huh. Wonderful. Oh, thanks for everything, Lily.
Well done. If you carry on like this, I can imagine hiring you as a deputy someday.
Or I could hire you as a cosmonaut's assistant, which is even cooler than a deputy.
Whatever. Just please, cut us loose, fast. Then we'll figure it out.
I've already come up with a plan. I'm sure you know the story of the girl who ran away from Dr. Marcel's asylum long ago? The same girl that pushed him down the stairs that same night? Well, I never told you this, but that girl was me.
What a surprise.
Yeah. And that's why I know my way around here so well. Behind the cushion over there is the famous ventilation shaft that I used for my escape back then. We'll be free in no time at all. We'll have to get past Dr. Marcel's office first, but, Lily? Is something wrong? Come on, Lily. Cut us loose. What's going on?
You're not going to do something stupid, are you?
Lily, where are you going?
Lily!
Lily!
Are you sure that's what you want to do? Excellent. I knew right away that you're dangerous. The other children, those were accidents. But now, you're here with a sharp knife, ready to kill a helpless old man. You might feel well, but the truth is, you're sick. very sick. You need my help. You don't believe me, do you? You think you're doing all this for Edna's sake. Oh, Lily, there's something you should know about your friend. She doesn't exist. There was a girl called Edna once. You probably once heard about her, but the girl that you know is nothing more than a figment of your imagination, an attempt to escape your friendless life at the convent. You think I'm lying, right? Because there's someone else who can also see Edna. Let me guess. A priest, perhaps? No, a policeman, right? The manifestation of a higher authority. When you thought that Edna was in danger, your subconscious invented him, too, to legitimize defying Mother Superior's rules and helping your friend. Just ask her yourself. They're here. They're a part of you, Lily.
Oh, Lily. I'm sorry.
The doctor's right, Lily. You're just imagining us. Now put the knife away. The game is over.
Wonderful. Finally, you see the truth. All the reasons that brought you here in the middle of the night, armed with a knife. None of them were real. Now put the knife on the desk. I'll hypnotize you immediately. Only my therapy can heal you.
Unfortunately, he's right, Lily. Don't do it.
Put the knife away, Lily.
Be a good girl and do what you're told.
Lily was close to tears. She'd only just learned not to always do what she's told. And now it was supposed to be all wrong? While the others were talking to her, another voice kept getting louder. A voice that told her, continue, continue.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Put the knife away.
Do what you're told.
The others were right. Lily was apparently sick. She wasn't capable of deciding what was right or wrong. So she set the knife aside and began her therapy. Dr. Marcel had won. Maybe this wasn't the happy end you were expecting, but the moral of the story is you must always do what you're told. Always. Without exception. The end.
What are you doing? I mean, we can or do.
Well done. If you what then?
I'm just what? Yeah, group will come cut. What's going on?
Are you? You thought that you speak up the winter just there.
The doctor now they
Fall in now. I'll put it.
She and
Don't
Put you.
Lily had no intention of undergoing therapy. She'd never felt so free before. She could decide for herself what was right and wrong. Slowly, she raised the knife.
No. Lily! No! No!
Maybe this wasn't the happy end you were expecting, but the moral of the story is you can do whatever you want as long as you keep your free will, even if it means stabbing an old man in a wheelchair to death. The end.
What do I mean? But we could or
Uh-huh. Really? Uh-huh.
If you carry what the
I'm this.
What?
Yeah, what?
You're not Liddy.
Are you I but with you there you but you speak up the window just there.
The dog you're now the
Fall in no I'll
put the she in one put the jewel.
Continue.
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Put the knife away.
Do what you're told.
Stop.
Continue.
Don't do it, don't do it,
Put the
don't
knife
do
away.
it.
What you're told.
Stop.
Continue.
Don't do it, don't
Put the
do it,
knife away.
don't do it.
What you're told.
Very good, Lily, let him have it.
That goes for everyone! You've just been bossing me around this whole time! Lily do this, Lily do that, but get this! I'm not your lapdog! And you, Doc, if you want to hypnotize me, you'll have to learn how to walk first! Because that's what I'm gonna do now! Your therapy is garbage! Why don't you worry about yourself, Grandpa?
Lily kept wailing until she was hoarse. Finally, exhausted yet relieved, she started heading back. For the first time in her life, she was doing what she herself thought was right. Maybe this wasn't the happy end you were expecting, but the moral of the story...
And you shut